Hello everyone and welcome to Minimalist Gourmet, where today I'll be teaching you how to make Pico de Gallo. That's right, this classic Mexican salsa is delicious and versatile. The best part is it's super simple and only takes a couple minutes to make. So let's get started. First off, I have 3 Roma tomatoes I'll be cutting up. Remember that you can easily scale this recipe up by doubling, tripling, quadrupling it. Check out the description below. I've got a recipe with quantities, and you can always adjust the ratio of the ingredients to suit your specific needs. Make thin slices through the tomato, lay it down, cut matchsticks out. Finally, we're going to rotate our matchsticks 90 degrees like this and make a very fine dice. You want to have a nice fine dice in this recipe with all your ingredients so that way you get a little bit in every single bite. We need 1/4 of an onion. You can use any type of onion you'd like. My general rule of thumb is that if it's going to be uncooked like this salsa, I like to stick with a red onion. If I'm going to cook it, then I tend to use a white onion. But again, use your favorite type. Here's the root end, and we're going to make some thin slices directly down through the onion toward the root. We don't need to make any lateral cuts in it because the onion is made out of petals, so when we go to dice it, we'll have nice fine pieces. Once again, that root end is going to be covered by my hand, and we're going to turn it 90 degrees and make a nice fine dice. I'm going to cut the cap off my pepper here, and technically you could just dice this up and put it in as is. However, I'm going to run my knife down the center here so I can cut out the membrane and the seeds. This will make a better product in my opinion. I think it just eats a little nicer. And if you're using a spicy pepper, this will actually remove some of that heat. You don't have to do this, it's totally optional. Simply run your knife down the center and pull out that membrane and then scrape out the seeds just like this. Now we're going to cut these into a long strip, turn it 90 degrees and make a very fine dice. Jalapeños are the traditional pepper to use in this dish. They're just not available to me right now where I live. For our bunch of cilantro, when prepping this up, there is a rather large piece of stem right here, and for me that's a no-go. It's just kind of woody and I don't like eating it. I think the best part here are the leaves and the thin stems that connect them. We're going to pluck those off and then give everything a nice rough chop once through. I'm going to smash 2 cloves of garlic to remove the paper and then dice them very, very fine. We need the juice of 1 lime, which I like to roll on the table because I think it's easier to juice this way. Cut it in half, and if you don't have a juicer, you can squeeze this directly into the salsa with your hands. Just make sure to catch any seeds that might fall in. We are going to add all of our ingredients to a bowl, then pour on our freshly squeezed lime juice. For seasoning, I'm going to add a nice generous amount of salt as well as some ground cumin. Now just give everything a real thorough mix. The salsa is ready to eat now. However, if you can put it in the fridge for about 4 hours, or better yet, overnight, all those flavors will combine and meld and taste even better. I'm going to give my salsa one final taste test here to make sure that I don't need to adjust any seasonings. Aside from dipping my chips in this, I love it on my eggs and on top of a pork chop. Guys, it really is just that easy to make this delicious salsa at home tonight. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate your time, and I hope to see you all again here next time on the next episode of Minimalist Gourmet.